Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, I'm a hypnotherapist, and today I am talking about health advices. The health advices that you hear from your family, friends, but the ones that you should never follow. Because advice is the start of the belief that can be formed, and when you form the belief, you become that belief. Everything in your life happens to confirm that belief. So let's begin. The number one health advice that I've heard in my life, but by the way, not in the childhood, but in an adulthood here in Canada, was take the Advil, it will pass. Advil is like a cure for everything. And I'm not saying that it's bad if you had an injury, or if you had a toothache, or if you're recovering from surgery or something else. Yes, of course, it makes sense to take painkillers. But if you notice that every day you take 2-3 Advils just to numb a chronic pain, then it's definitely not the health advice that you should take, because your subconscious mind, what happens in your subconscious mind when you take health advice? You usually feel like, oh, I can take the responsibility off of my shoulders. That's so convenient. So you put it on the medication, or on the painkillers. And that's when you take away the power. You take away your own healing power. The best way, if you are in a chronic pain, to find out why you have a chronic pain and where is it coming from. If you have this belief that Advil can take care of everything, then that's how it's going to happen. Every pain, everything, you will take Advil, and what happens, you become so accustomed, you become so used to it that it doesn't have its effect anymore. Like, for example, if I take Advil right now, it can take away any pain I have. Really. Because I don't take it, my body is not used to that kind of painkillers every day, right? I only take it in like a severe pain or something. Then my body will respond to it very well. I take it and I feel good. But sometimes you will start to increase the dose if you do it constantly. And your mind will form that belief. This is the only thing that helps me. I will have to take it every day. No, that is not true. When you find out the root and the cause of your physical pain, you can relieve that pain. I'm not saying eliminate 100%, but definitely relieve it. So this is an advice that you shouldn't take. Take Advil and it will pass, right? The second advice, the health advice that I would never follow, and I wouldn't recommend you to follow, is it's all genetics. So deal with it. It's all in your genes. Yes, there is a big percentage of our physical symptoms and illnesses and conditions that can be from our genetics. But come on, the new sciences are coming out, epigenetics, neuroplasticity, neuroscience, where it has been proven scientifically that your genes are only activated in the environment. So, for example, if you have a depressed gene, that's what your doctor told you, right? Which is probably true, maybe, but it was activated in the environment that you were living in. So maybe your mom was depressed, or maybe you had something going on in the family, the dynamics of the family, the environment, that triggered that gene to be activated. So if the child who has depression gene, when she was born in a very loving, understanding, nurturing environment, there is a small chance that that child will have a depression. So if it says it's all genetics, just deal with it, that creates a very, very familiar negative feeling, the feeling of hopelessness and helplessness. Like you stop believing that you have the power within to heal whatever you have, whether it's emotional or physical. It takes away that power. It's genetics. I can't do anything about it. So if someone gave you that advice, or someone gave you that diagnosis, a prognosis, right? Work with other doctors, work with other professionals who can give you some answers, some better answers, because you have the power to heal a lot. I don't say everything, but a lot. 95% of everything, you have the power to heal. So when you believe that it's genetics, I can't do anything about it because someone gave you that advice or diagnosis, then you believe that it's helpless and it's hopeless. And if it's hopeless, then there is nothing I can do, so I won't even try. And your body gives up. Your body gives up and surrenders to whatever method you choose to constantly treat the condition or the illness or the physical or the mental symptom. So don't take that away from yourself. Don't take that power. The advice number 3 is learn to live with your illness. So that's what I've heard about my allergies. I had severe allergies, and to the point where I had to have EpiPen with me. So, and the doctor told me, well, you have to learn how to live with your allergy. It's going to be with you forever. The same people hear about depression, anxiety, panic attacks, chronic headaches, migraines, sometimes insomnia. So lots of those physical and emotional symptoms can be definitely relieved, can be definitely uncovered. You can uncover the root cause of it, and it might not trigger you and it might not bother you, but because we hear that advice, health advice, that you have to live, you have to learn how to live with that disease. In my home country, we even have the saying, you have to love your own illness, which is very funny, right? When you start to love it, you start to own it. Like it's mine. When you own something, it becomes yours, and you cannot get rid of it. So be very careful of what you own. If you own your illness, your physical symptom, it's like my depression, my anxiety, my panic attacks. You're like owning them, which is kind of becoming your identity. So don't do that. So when someone tells you, I just learned to live with it, so you should better do the same, and it's easier to cope with it or manage it, don't follow that health advice. Please question that belief, because advice is usually the kind of the result of other people's opinions and experiences. Who told you it's the only possible option, the only right option? It's because we trust that person. We formed the belief, by the way, based on if we trust that person or not. And usually you trust your friends, you trust your family members, you trust doctors, right? So you might form the belief. And this is not the belief you should. So you don't have to live with your disease. You can heal yourself. Please don't form that belief. Number 4, avoid all fats. This is to the girls or to the boys who are struggling with the weight loss. You have to avoid all the fat, reduce, limit, restrict everything non-fat. By the way, when we came to Canada 6 years ago, and we noticed that lots of food was with reduced fat, like 0 fat, 1% fat, like 50% less fat, right? And then you think like, why? Is it because they all are losing weight here? Or fat is so not good for your body? However, the more we learned, the more we started to do our own research, we understood that fats are good, healthy fats, of course. I'm not talking about processed fats and all the junk food fats. I'm talking about healthy foods, like healthy oils, avocado, even meat oils. Who doesn't eat meat, I understand, right? That's a choice. But who eat meat and they just eat like non-fat meat, that's also like, why? Why wouldn't you? Because your brain is fat, right? So you need to nurture your brain. Your brain needs fat, the healthy fat, of course. And I'm not saying that you need to eat a lot of it, but you definitely need to balance. You definitely need to have a balanced diet. So if you're on a weight loss diet and you're reducing your fat, what do you think your body will do? It will store all the fat. And this is not the psychology anymore. This is like body now. This is biology. Your body will freak out and say, okay, I'm going to store all this fat because she's not giving or he's not giving me all the fat. So sometimes people who reduce fat, they will lose weight, but then will stop and go to the plateau, or they will start gaining again. Because of that, because your body is afraid to lose the very important nutrients, and all the supply to your brain and to your body and tissues and organs. So this is about health advice. Avoid all the fats and eat only non-fat food. That is not true, right? It's already been proven that you need to have a balanced diet. So that's the health advice that I wouldn't take, because you form such a strong belief, by the way, especially children. If you have children and you have that belief, your children can also form the same belief. And I've had clients who had children with eating disorders because they now see every food with fat as a completely very dangerous product. So they cannot even eat anything because they question every food they have. So be very careful with what you form and what beliefs you form. And the fifth one is, take this and it will cure you. So the advice that someone had this method of treatment that helped them, some medication, for example, or some supplement, right? And you do the same without even questioning, without even doing the research, without making your own decision, also can be harmful for your body, because what helped others might not help you. It can even harm you because your body is very different from that person's body. So no one can cure you, and nothing can cure you but you, right? So you can absolutely help yourself with diets, healthy food for sure, some supplements and vitamins, but you are the only one who can completely heal yourself. And everything else can just help you. So nothing can cure you. If someone, a healer, tells you that, oh, I can cure you, I can heal you, that's a very dangerous word to say, because you will believe. So you put, again, your subconscious mind puts the responsibility on something else or on someone else. And then you're like, okay, I don't have to do anything. And your body will respond to those words. I don't have to do anything. But your body will be the same. I don't have to do anything. Every cell in your body is very carefully listening to your mind, which is your thoughts. So whatever you think, your mind will respond. So if you want to change that, give yourself beautiful thoughts. Question every belief you have. Question every advice you have. You have like a filter in your mind that will filter everything, all the information that comes into your mind, and then it will be much easier for you to make better choices for yourself. So I wish you all the best. I hope this is something that brings value to you. Be healthy emotionally and physically. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe. I post a lot about subconscious mind. If you need my help, I can guide you with the help of RTT hypnotherapy. This is an incredible method that can help you understand the root cause of your issue. My details are in the description. Love you all. Bye. Till the next time.